a nice visit after this until tomorrow.
Good.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our January ADT. How's that for a scary thought? We were doing the December one just about a week ago, I think. But this is the end of January or beginning of February and the ADT for January. So we're off to a good start this year. And it's good to see so many people online this afternoon and more coming on board as we go along, which is brilliant. So we got a full afternoon. We are going to be kicking off shortly. I just want to do a few little bits of housekeeping before I get going too far. I have muted everybody automatically. So when they come on, they are muted. Please, when it's time for your turn to talk, please just unmute yourself as you join us. And if you need me to share screen, please let me know as well, and I'll happily do that. We've got a full packed afternoon, and we're going to get going straight off because we have a business of note, a business that is incomparable to any other business that I'm aware of. And at this time of year, at this time of life, it seems that an awful lot of people are looking for a way to make an extra income. And they're all quite desperate because there's mass layoffs all over the place. Jobs are downsizing, salaries are not being raised. Life is tough because the cost of living is going through the roof. And we have got an expert over here to tell us and to show us this plan as to how we can make some extra money. And that is none other than Dr. Cesar Nambesi. Cesar, can you take over? I've allowed you to share screen.
Thank you. Okay, let's start the slideshow at the beginning. Sorry. Right, good afternoon, everybody. I hope I'm loud and clear. My name is Cesar Nambesi. I'm very, very passionate about what we do here in this family, and I'm going to take you through it very quickly as I time myself. Greetings from Edward. He's not here this afternoon. Okay, we belong to a family called the New Life family, which is on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. And I want to start by asking a question. Is any of you, after the last few months of difficulty, struggling with finances and perhaps are open to looking at how to make a difference? And another question is, anybody looking for a job? Or would you rather be an employment maker? I'm sure all of us would prefer to make employment rather than seek for a job at such a time as this. Okay, so what we are into is called network marketing. And the easiest way to understand it is to first understand what it is not. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not even a pyramid scheme. And you need to know that the difference between pyramids and our business is that with a pyramid, there are no products, there is no service, it's not regulated, and generally pyramids collapse in a short time, in under 2 years. And pyramids are illegal. So please never refer to what we do as a pyramid. We are totally legal. It's actually a system of getting a very good service or product from the manufacturer to the consumer, cutting out all the people that would inflate the prices, such as advertising and huge warehousing. Okay, so the key to building wealth is that there has to be distribution of goods and services. Another important key is that there has to be a global reach. And the products have to be consumable, unique, and of a high quality. And the business system has to be simple, easily teachable, in other words. And you have to benefit from leverage. In other words, what other people do that you happen to have in your network should be able to benefit you. And the timing couldn't be better. I've asked those questions, whether any of you is looking for a way to increase your income. So why network marketing? I think it's because it is a business with longevity. And our particular business it's important to look for that particular factor of longevity. It has to have been around for at least 10 years. Well, I've got news for you. Ours turns 65 this year, the opportunity that we are in, the family. And it's a company with leading edge research and development, as I'm going to show you as we go along. But the other advantage is that you can start your own business for a fairly low cost. And that is key. But now you might say you've heard of this company and that company and the other company. Well, I want to ask you, whom can you trust? And I'm going to show you why you need to trust Neolife. We have a history of scientific excellence. The Scientific Advisory Board, which was founded by a leading scientist, was a top toxicologist and pharmacologist, are charged with researching and developing every product that we have. And so we can trust them to give us the best. But when it comes to your health, you dare not, in fact, I would advise you not to trust just anybody. And our Scientific Advisory Board have recommended that we stick to some basic fundamentals, such as physical activity and weight management. And then they say that when it comes to our diet, it is important to make sure that we are getting whole grains, fruits and vegetables, good quality protein, and fats and sugars that are the right fats and not too much of those processed sugars. In fact, if you can eliminate them, you do well. Unfortunately, the typical lifestyle pyramid looks something like that, where people are doing hardly any exercise and are eating way too much fats and sugars. So the net result is that our energy is zapped and we become tired and ultimately sick in a short space of time. And unfortunately, because we lose out on so much quality life, we might get the quantity, but quality life, whereby we live for many years in the tired and sick zones. I think Neolife is onto a good thing, because they found the challenge very, very early on. They said that in order to be healthy, you actually have to start at the cell level, at the cellular level. And to avoid cells being sick and tired and constipated and bloated, one has to look at supplementation. So this is a flagship product, only found in Neolife, this family, and it is proved to enhance your energy and improve nutrient utilization by as much as 50% or even more. And why is that? Well, Neolife, thanks to the Scientific Advisory Board, have had the ethic that everything has to be human natural. And that is mind-blowing, because I would have you know that over 90% of supplements out there are synthetic, and therefore it's actually a waste of money to go that synthetic route. So we have a concept called core nutrition. That's a picture of the core nutrition, which is essentially amino acids in our shakes and pro-vitality, which looks like that. It gives you the threonine that I've just mentioned, Then it goes further and gives you all the fruits and vegetables, some fish oil, salmon oil fish or omega-3 fatty acids are woefully deficient in most people's diets. Well, we get them in our core nutrition and then the vitamins and minerals. In short, you find that all the bases are covered. As long as you remember to do physical activity and manage your weight, whole grains are supplied by tree and N, fruits and vegetables by the carotenoids. Then we have all 22 amino acids in our shakes, and then the right kind of oils in omega-3, as well as tree and N. So Neolife is aware that people come in with different budgets and different needs. So you can get a variety of products at the price that suits you best. Also, Neolife is so aware that children need to be nourished. It is critical that children get the right nutrition early. And so we have a children's nutrition program as well. Also, what's really I'm so proud of to belong to this company is that it is always at the leading edge. They have products that are relevant. And as you probably have noticed, diabetes and its complications are on the increase. Neolife has solutions that offer real results. Now, a little bit about myself. I didn't introduce myself properly. I am a medical doctor by training. And when I was looking for ways to reduce toxins in my home because my children were growing. And I was actually looking for non-toxic cleaning products. And I found them in Neolife a few years ago. And this is what I think is a place that every single household should start because of the research that is proving that we go out there and buy the toxins at a very high cost and bring them to our home and create disease processes. So I love this particular product called G1 Laundry. Very economical. It will give you many hand or machine washes. And also it can go into your dishwasher, should you be using a dishwasher. That keeps your gut bacteria alive and well. Then we also have skincare, very important. So now I just want to change tack a little bit and talk about the financial side of Neolife. Do you have the financial safety net that Neolife offers? Just a little backstory. It all started with a dream. Jerry Brasfield, who is the founder of this amazing company, when he was a child, was always sick with asthma and allergies. And so at the age of 19, he remembered what helped him and decided to start this company. That was way back in 1958. And it is founded on these values of absolute honesty and integrity. People are number one. That is crucial. People are number one. And the products work. You'll hear many testimonies. It's an equal opportunity for all. One doesn't have to have college degrees or have to have done anything amazing. All you need is a dream for yourself. And then long-range vision. And I believe that's because it's because of the long-range vision that Neolife has the products they have, such as the children's nutrition. We need to start nourishing people early, right? Okay, so it started in 1958 in America. It came to South Africa in 1971. And today, if you're a guest, you are looking at it. But first, you need to ask yourself, why would you do something different? Perhaps, like I was in this situation, I needed to put my children through good schools. Perhaps you are looking to live in a good area or in a good house. You might be looking for your dream car. This is something else that really appeals to me. travel. I love to travel. And the good news is that through Neolife, I have traveled quite extensively. And then all of us, I don't think there's anybody who wouldn't be looking for an extra income and time freedom. So I'm going to now tell you how this business works. And we've gone through all the products as I went through them quite extensively. What you need to do is understand that you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Neolife will take care of the logistics and the IT. You get a website. Of course, the company will supply the products and can take care of distribution as well. But you, in the middle, are the most important factor. You need to know why you are doing this opportunity. And this is how it goes. You sign up because you want to use the products. Okay, so the 3 daily success habits are: you use the products. In other words, you change your shopping habits. Then, if you do a certain turnover, we call it point value. It's an international currency because we are in so many countries. You will be getting high quality products from yourself at the best price. The next thing to do is to share the business opportunity. So let's assume you have your friends and you have shared with 6 of your good friends, and you show them that they too can do just like you, use 100 points. Pretty soon there's 700 points turnover, and you at that level are called manager. Then you show your friends to do likewise. So there's somebody else who has gone manager, and then you have stepped up to senior manager. But if you are successful in communicating, encouraging, and ensuring that all of them do exactly the same, or even more if they wish, you'll pretty soon reach the level that we call director. Now, I call that a goal post because that's what you should be aiming for. And at that level, you can earn yourself a bonus of an average of 10,000 Rand, maybe even more. Then the next thing is, some people will say, well, thank you, I want to buy from you. So sure, you service them. You service them very well, and they become good customers, and that will add to your point value or your turnover, as well as your profit. Then the next thing is personal development. We are in the Eagle team, and we like to have training. This is an example of training, and we get support as well as the personal development. So I urge you all to keep learning, to keep attending training, to rub shoulders with these amazing gentlemen. As you can see in the picture, the founder of Neolife and the Eagle team leader and founder of the Eagle team, Charlie. So you get to meet all these people because, hey, your income can only grow to the extent that you do. And so just keep irrigating yourself with all the learning opportunities. So in summary, we all start as distributors, and then through the steps that I've shown you in earlier, you can climb quite quickly, depending on how efficiently you share the opportunity. With your eyes firmly fixed on director, but at all these levels, you earn something. And as a distributor, you will save a lot of money when you change your buying habits. So remember, if you do what you have always done, you will get what you have always got. So my recommendation, especially now that we have seen a lot of hardship, a lot of diseases, and we now know that disease is also found in products that are sold elsewhere that might be toxic, you need to change. So you need to do today what others won't, so that tomorrow you can do what others can't. So your next step, please turn to the person that has invited you. There are ways that you can get started, either online or you can fill in an application form. You can choose the kit that you can afford, and the products therein will get you started with some product. So this is an amazing opportunity of possibilities. Discover them. And my question is, now that you know what you know, what will you do with your near life today? Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Cesar. Yes, it's a very simple business. We don't need to complicate it. Remember, as always, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because you're surrounded by people that you're seeing on the screen, your team members. There's always somebody there to help you and to help you to grow. And from personal experience, I can tell you this business has been an absolute life changer for me in way more ways than just one. Just a little bit of extra housekeeping, which I forgot to mention just now, is because our sessions are only around about 35 minutes long, when we hit time, we are going to have to log out. Please don't run away. Give us a couple of seconds, log straight back in again, and we'll go on with part 2. But now we're getting into some more business training, and we have got another expert over here, and that is John Cunningham, who's going to tell us and give us a few strategies for success. John, please unmute. There we go.
Right, thank you, Sean. Well done, Caesar. That was great. I want to join up all over again. That is really exciting. This is quite a involved success. Thank you, Jenny, for giving me this. When I started investigating success, it's never ending. So what I did, I actually took out a couple of things which I believe are so important. The first one, let's go through these points, is to believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in the company. Believe that the people that have brought you in are giving you a good thing. If you have a look at your belief system, do you believe that the dreams that you have put up are achievable, or is it another disappointment when you don't achieve that? I want to show you on your success travel the various points. We've been focusing on what we can't control. I'm going to give you a couple of points here, and these are the things that you can control. And because you can control it, you can control your future. And there's quite a few of these. I'm not going to iterate on all of them or elaborate. I'm just going to give you these few points here that you can control. The first one is your belief. You can control your beliefs. You can control your attitude. This is so important. You can control your thoughts. It's so important. These are the things you can control. You can control your perspective. You can control how honest you are. We know that this is an honest business, but that's one part that you can control. You can control who your friends are. Just remember, the circle of your closest 5 friends is how you are going to turn out. So if you're associating with the wrong sort, that's how you're going to be. You can control what books that you read. It's all under your control. How often you exercise, this is on your own control. You can control what type of food that you eat. You can control how many risks you take. When we all started, we all took a risk. We just thought, I just hope this could work. And we know that it has worked for so many hundreds and thousands of people. So we have got no problem with that one. You can control how you interpret situations. That's all under your control. You can control how kind you are to others, and you can control how kind you are to yourself. You can control how often you say, I love you. And you can also control how often you say thank you. You can control, you can express your feelings. I've got Debbie here because with the light is a bit dim here. You can control whether or not you ask for help. So many people prefer just to plod on, and I think this is perhaps an ego problem. The help is all available. Dr. Caesar said, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. But then I wonder why people do for help when they do. It's amazing. It's in your control.
How often you practice gratitude?
Do you want to just carry on reading that? Let Debbie read it.
I think John's handwriting has got worse and worse and worse.
She's more in the light than I am.
How often you practice gratitude? And how many times you smile today? Take the amount of effort you put forth and how you spend and invest your money. Well, I suppose you could also put how you spend and invest your time.
Turn over.
Oh, some more.
Come on.
Okay. How much time you spend on worrying about things that might not happen. How often you think about your past, or whether or not you judge other people, or whether or not you try again after a setback. Pick yourself up. How much you appreciate the things you have.
Okay, thanks, Debbie. Couple more thoughts here. When you close the door on fear behind you, you'll just see how quickly the door of success will open in front of you.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a look at keeping... No, that's 5 minutes, Debbie. I've got 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so if you keep your... These are the other points which I've got on the menu. You've got to keep your cool. Never let your emotions run wild, no matter how tempted you are. They set
to goals daily.
Yeah. These are successful tips that the people have given us, and they check their goals, they check their dream chart, they check where they are. I know Sean's got his whole office on his, it actually gives him a beep every 15 seconds or something that he knows exactly what he's doing. Don't watch TV unless it benefits your case or your cause. They network, they educate themselves, they block off their time, and they watch it very carefully. Know who to call. They know when to call it a day, and then turn the next chapter. They stick to a healthy diet, and they watch their health success. I'm nearly finished here, and this is quite important. You must discover what your purpose is. Reinvent yourself. This is the most fantastic opportunity if you allow the system to work for you. If you work the system, it'll work for you. You must determine the reason you wake up in the morning, and you must choose what you can control. You got your choice. So many times we are futilely chasing after things we cannot change. If we can control all these items that I've given you, I've listed there, and it's actually given me a wake-up call as well. I want you to just hear, and I'll close with this one. I don't know if many of you know Mark Zuckerberg. What's his name? Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, I think he started Facebook or something like that. Do you know that Mark only has one T-shirt? He's got a whole lot of them, but there's the same pattern. They are the same color, identical. If you have a look at Mark, he only chooses one T-shirt. He doesn't want to waste time sorting out, what am I going to wear today? I know that, especially the ladies, they stand in front of their wardrobe and say, I haven't got a thing to wear, and never mind. So it's the small things that will catch us. And if you want to be successful, concentrate and choose the things that you can control. Thank you, Sean. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, John and Debbie. There's a demonstration of teamwork in action. Yes, success is so valuable in this business. And it means different things to different people. But that personal development will help you to succeed in ways that you did not ever think possible. I know because it has worked for me, because I would not be where I am today. It wasn't for the personal development, the training, and the success tips that I've learned through this business. It has been an absolute, not just game changer, but life changer. Right, we've got just a couple of minutes, so I'm going to say let's cancel this first half of the session. I'm going to stop you in a second and sign you out. Please just give us a minute or so, sign back in again.